Alright, here's a Asus computer. It had sprites built in it. It's model number Q302L. So what I'm trying to do here is to see what kind of damage has been done. And so go ahead and start taking these screws out. Looks like I gotta take the hinges off. So go ahead and take these out. Pretty much all the screws with the arrow on them. And of course that one doesn't have one as soon as I say that. And probably is not holding the motherboard down either. Whatever. Just remember what you do with your screws and where you're going to put them back to. Fingernails are good for this. So interesting. First thing you should do when you get something in your computer is turn it off. Unplug it. Open up the back and try to disconnect the power from it. It's important. Unless you get it cleaned out correctly, it may never work again. But if you do what I said with the power, then it shall. So here's the Wi-Fi routing cables. We'll go ahead and loosen them from the back of the computer bottom. And there we go. Alright, now what else is on there? Nothing but the hinge screw. So excuse me. Let's use this handy dandy apparatus. Can't zoom out any farther here. Sorry about that. Rudimentary camera stuff. Catch that screwdriver. Supposed to catch it before it hits anything though. I was kind of late on that. All right. And here we go. Finish that little area. Alright, what the fuck? Hard drive cable. Okay. Alright, let's see Use your stomach to catch things before they hit the ground too. Set this in a safe locale. Well, it did get through. It did get on there on a couple of places. Ooh. All right, so gonna pause this to take a picture of the motherboard before I do anything to it as a reference point in case I need to see it later. That's kind of stupid because I'm making a video, huh? Duh. So there's some right here. Got on that sticker. Got on that little fuse looking resistor, I guess. And looks like we got some over here on this side of the, not that. There we go. The heatsink. Underneath heatsink support for the board. And so now I'm going to clean this thing up with some alcohol and check it out under the scope. Might as well get the area that got it, so to speak. Drowned in alcohol. Soda pop. Didn't reach that side. Good thing. Gotten so much flux on my toothbrush that it doesn't work like it's supposed to anymore. I'm gonna have to ultrasonic the toothbrush, soak it in alcohol or something. Some Crown Royal on it. Jack Daniels 151, something like that. Yummy. Really gotta just throw the damn toothbrush away and get a new one. For Christ's sakes. So let's bring it over here to scope, and unfortunately I don't have a scope camera, so I'm gonna have to like do the zoom on my phone, see what that does. Here for a sec. Zoomed in already just here. How about that? Alright. And the question is here. Let's see. This is where I'm looking. And under the scope, zoom in. Under the scope, kind of looks nasty. Looks like it needs to be maybe retouched up with solder. Wow, those are. Maybe clean it up and see what happens there. This area, yeah, right there where those pads are kind of corroded looking, rusty. Doesn't really look like anything has blown out, so that's a good thing. Probably retouch this up, wash it, and then see what happens after that. Yeah, that wasn't good for y'all, sorry. But so. Alright, I looked under the scope at it a little bit more and come to the decision that it doesn't look like anything got burned up or anything like that. I think the sonic cleaner will resolve the issues. So I'm going to go ahead and do the sonic cleaner and then look through there. If by chance I do see something that's fucked up again, I'll just have to retouch it, I guess, right? See if it works, whatever. Can't be too perfect here with this piece of shit. Bam, looks like that. Looks like that. Take that off. Let's see. Clean up this BS here. Stick my head in the way. Alright. Good enough for me. Wash it and come back and see what happens. If you happen to be doing this model, don't, and whatever model it is, don't forget your battery. Don't want to wash that. Record that in case it washes off. Alright, be back. Alright, here we go. Next day. It's been cleaned in the ultrasonic cleaner and dried off thoroughly. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out over here under the scope. See if I can see any damage to any pads. Now you can't see everything, but it's okay. All right, let's go for the damaged area, which was over here. Well, corroded. And with this board, I'm used to looking at a Mac board. These actually have pads that look like bad pads on a Mac, but they're good pads on this. Everything looks actually pretty good. Good on that side. So we're gonna go ahead and put this thing back together. See if it works. Uncannily similar shape to a Mac board. I gotta put the heatsink on right. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean the heatsink off, all the old paste. Yeah, let's pause this again. Yeah, there's another computer shop in town and they call fucking asking about a computer, and I look around and I don't see it. Did you drop it off here? On one, you know, where I work at, live too, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. Fuck, get your shit together. All right, so let's go ahead and put some alcohol on it. You want to clean all the oils, things like that, which if I was wearing gloves there probably wouldn't be any, but anyways, the residue from the paste, the old stuff. Put that down. And since this had Sprite spilled in it, we have to clean before it goes back out to the customer, all that crap out. But let's just see if this works. If it's needed. Don't want to clean it if it's not needed. Unless he wants to get a new board. Some crap, who knows, right? Come on. Alright, now let's go ahead and make me a little spot. connections. Alright. Trusty seat. Fun stuff. Screwdriver. Kind of like to sort out my screws a little bit before I put everything back together. I have them pre-sorted in other areas as well. So those are the 4 screws that go to the heatsink. I could do it in a crisscross pattern. Evenly apply the stress as you're going. Across all the screws. Right, now let's weird about it. Fan. Want to make sure it's not a pain in the ass to get it to set straight down again. Make sure that your cables are not up under it. Where am I? There it is. Cables under it make it seem like it's stuck on something, which it is, the cables. There's another one there. Sometimes you want to plug in a USB to make sure that it is lined up correctly. And it's not wanting to sit down correctly. Let's have a peek. Doesn't appear to be anything big deal. So there's a little placeholder nipples sticking out. Everything looks good there. So, love that. Perfect. Alright, so With the remaining screws, we have fan, which you had to slide through this slot here. Fun stuff. I always like to plug in my cables before I start screwing things down to make sure I don't miss a cable, because it can happen. Squash it in there, and then you try to figure out a way to get it out without taking it all the way apart, and it usually ends up taking more time and more of a pain in the ass, and you might break something else than if you just took it back apart. So even though it seems like a pain in the butt, it's usually the best way to go, and you might as well just bite the bullet and do it. My tweezers. Where's my tweezers? There they are. Line these cables up straight before you jam them in there. There should be a 0 insertion force. If it has some insertion force, you're doing it wrong. Pull it back out. Okay. So now the longer screws that I have here are going to have to go in the fan. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Yeah, the big ones are the hinge screws. Let's go ahead and get the magic. Another view for you. And let me fix that. Wonders of technology. No cratch cam today. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Can't forget about our timepiece. Keeper here. Smallest battery. All right. So there's 7 screws there. We need to put in shit. Hunter. sort that shit out. Alright, back with you again. Put these mighty hinge screws in. Don't wanna always like to make sure it didn't come out the other side just to be safe. But these are the ones that go here. And those are a little different size over there, so I don't even have to worry about that. And those go there. Don't want to half-ass do the hinges because then you'll break the damn thing and be spending more money, negating the cost of whatever you're doing, most likely some of it. Get that baby in there straight. That one's got a little bit of resistance, a little butthole. Now we have some screws for the fine, man. Jumpy hands. The board screws. Apparently are not fucking board screws. Dumbass. Okay, let's take those out of there, because those don't fucking belong there. You find that you make a mistake, you gotta fix it. It's the way it is. There's 5 of those screws, so that means one goes somewhere else. Alright, you stinker. Don't normally do these things for the co-worker, but wanted to do a video on it, so I took one of his jobs, do the Max mine, but used to be the PC tech, so had the fucking shit of each world. Alright, now these are motherboard screws. They're a little shiny. The black ones are the one that go in the black heatsink. Makes sense. So, yeah, let's just put that in. Attach the screen. We'll do the rest of the screws later because we still have to take it apart. So I put all the screws back in it, just enough to support it and make nothing hang around. Don't need Wi-Fi for this test. Alright. That's the hard drive cable / I guess webcam. Yeah. The thing you can cut needs a webcam. Just playing. Okay. Well, first off, see what happens when we apply AC power. And it is coming on. There you have it. Don't want to shut this thing off before it loads. It doesn't like that. Hey, this is a dirty screen. So next, safe to say we can well, go ahead and test the keyboard. That way, if we have an issue there, we'll have identified it as well. And then, if the keyboard is good, we'll go ahead and put it back together. But if we had short keys, might have to go through the trouble of cleaning those out. Yeah. So I don't have the welcome back. Got to hide customer names. Don't want to give away, but I'm testing the keyboard here. All the keys so far are working. Can't really tell if it's the right keys. Don't have a password. I'll have to give them a call. So, power down. Now, we can yeah. You think it's done? Nah. It's still going. Fooled you. You just thought it shut down. Now it's off. Fan stopped. It's safe. Alright now. Alright, gonna go ahead and pop the battery in this baby. No need to clean it all up for you on camera. Stupid part of the job. So we'll skip that. Go ahead and throw the Wi-Fi chip in there. Yeah, let's do it without battery power. Just to be safe. Don't want to work on stuff while it's plugged in unless you're actually testing. So the other little black screw, gonna guess why. Bam. So careful about that. So we're gonna open it like this. You'll see the fan spin. Power button is on the side. So battery might be killed. Let's go ahead and boot it up again. It says it's charging, so I bet it was completely dead. Excellent. I'm gonna have a happy customer here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because it's just time for the stupid work. We actually fixed it, and it's just cleaning and testing keys and things like that, which anybody can do that. Anybody can do this if you know the proper ways to do it. And I'm sure there's some things I might have done wrong, whatever, just to let me know. Maybe I'll learn off of it, maybe I won't. Have a good one. Until next time.